the study technique that I found the most helpful has been to take notes in class and take pictures of the chalkboard as the teacher's been writing. So the teacher will write on one chalkboard, and then I'll take a picture of that, and then they'll start writing on the next board, and I'll take a picture of that as I'm writing down all my notes. Then after class, I would go through my notes and figure out this section of my notebook is for this picture, and this next section is for this next picture. And I'll store those pictures separately. And what'll happen is that when I'm going through the homework, first off, I'll have already gone through my notes. And so I'll be much more, everything will be much more salient as I'm going through it. And second, when I go through my notes and I find something that, doesn't make sense what I was writing there, I can refer to the picture and I can say, this is what the teacher was writing. And I can kind of start to make a little bit more sense out of it.
You do to not get burnt out?
So I tend to get myself with little things that I can do throughout the day. So I may watch some videos at night or go for a run in the afternoon or something like that. Something that's going to take more than just 5 or 10 minutes. Scrolling through social media is not something I would consider for that, but something more like on the scale of maybe half an hour, where I can just take a little half-hour break, go and do something, and then study for a couple more hours.
Thank you so much. The third question is, what resources you would recommend whenever you may be struggling?
So the best resources that I've ever seen have been using your teacher. So your teacher is teaching the class because they know all of the topic, and so to ask them a question, they should have the answers and next step as to where to go. You could look on the internet or through the library to find, what you should be doing, but your teachers are already going to have created the homework and the test, and so they're going to know how to do these things already. You just need to ask them.
Thank you so much. The fourth question is how you stayed positive during adversity.
Well, when it comes to going under pressure, I tend to put my head down and just focus on work. That's just my natural response to do things. So generally when I'm going through adversity, I find something and then I focus on that one thing and then block everything else out. Not necessarily staying positive during adversity, but it helps me redirect my attention away and towards something useful.
Our last question for today is how to keep calm down perfectionism.
Well, I also have this too, where I struggle to not do things perfectly all the time because I want to make sure that everything is just right. But that tends to take up a lot of time. So what I tend to do, if I need to cut that back, if I'm finding that I'm spending too much time working on things, what I'll tend to do is I'll say, this is my amount of time. This is when I'm going to bed. If I cannot let myself go any later than that, I'll set up alarms and things like that. Especially the night before a test, I may tend to study too late and I need to have a deadline. I cannot study past this because studying more or doing more is no longer helpful. It'll hurt me more than it'll help.